Yes, I believe that, always giving your 100% is important. And I'm giving my 100% because I love John. And John always buys me yummy steaks when I go over there. So, so the question that you're talking about is the consistency in business and then the dynamics of culture and what needs to happen. So I'm going to be very frank and very straightforward with this answer. Okay. This is what I tell my partners. I say, listen, this is a business. Okay. We're not dating each other. We're here to make money, is what I say. Okay. What I mean by this is a lot of people have this misunderstanding of um, misunderstanding the business aspect to a relationship, right? In Korean, I say, 사업하는 거지 연애하는 거 아니에요, right? So what do I mean? This business is about being able to split your emotions. Business is business, and relationship is relationship. Okay? Because your partner upset you yesterday doesn't mean you don't answer their call today. That is not business. You are dating that person. That is the wrong mentality. Just because your sponsor upset you yesterday, and if they call you today, you're like, you ignore their call. That is so immature. If your boss at work called you and you don't answer his calls, you will get fired. You understand? Business is business. So make sure that that's the first thing that I teach my downline. Okay. I'm very kind and very loving and I joke with my partners and all these things. But as soon as my partner treats it as a relationship, like they get upset at me, then I pinpoint this and I say, listen, you are not my girlfriend. You are not my boyfriend. I am your sponsor and your coach. Respect each relationship accordingly and do the business. And then they get shocked, right? They say, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Or but you have to understand that this is a business. So it doesn't matter the culture. Okay. It doesn't matter. Any of those things don't matter. Everybody needs to understand when we mean business, we mean business. So when a meeting is set on time, you come to the meeting. Okay. When the team is building together, you build together. When you guys are doing mastership, you do mastership. It doesn't matter if people say, if I become sales master, then that person becomes diamond master. I don't want to be a sales master because I don't want that person to be a diamond master. That is an immature relationship you have with that person. You are allowing your emotions to dictate the outcome of your business. Do not let that happen. Why? Because as soon as you do that, the upline cannot support you for people who will say that about you. Do you think that when you become a Diamond Master or a Sharon Rose Master, everybody in your downline will love for you to upgrade as well? No, there will be somebody in your downline as well who will say the same thing. But if you say those things and then you don't want to build your business because of somebody above you, then your downline will duplicate your attitude. And as soon as your downline duplicates your attitude, your sponsor will be tied up. They have no way to help you. Because, for example, let's say that your downline says those things. Let's say, all right, you don't want that sponsor to become a Diamond Master. Well, that sponsor had the same situation as you, right? They also didn't have a good relationship with their upline, but they understood that this business is not about emotions. So they put their emotions aside and they did their mastership and they grew their business to grow. And that is the kind of example that person made. So I want you to do the same thing. And then they understand. But if you don't do that, how are they going to support you? They're like, oh, well, they did the same thing, so you do the same thing, right? So it doesn't work like that. So that is how I delegate those things. Everything else, you have no control. Okay. Everything else you cannot control. Because why? Because culture gets involved. Okay. Because relationship gets involved. Right. So I cannot tell one of my, let's say, my downline who is a MLM network professional. Let's say they did MLM for 20 years. Okay. And they are very, very strict about who comes to their meetings and what they do and how it's done and this and that. And then I try to tell them in Atomy, that's not the case. Don't do this and don't do that. Do you think they'll listen to me? No, they don't listen. Okay. Because they want to do it their way. But I force them to listen to at least business is business mindset. And that they understand. Okay. So everything else is very difficult to control. And just because you try to control it, or because you try to control it, sometimes negative effects happen. But the only thing that we all in this room need to understand that we are here for business, right? And with respect to each other while doing the business, we will build relationships. And relationships can only be maintained when you don't cross the line. There must be a line of respect for each other, and that respect needs to always take place. And with that, I believe that we will be able to overcome all these conflicts and misunderstandings. Now, I'm going to end with this. There will always be misunderstandings, right? Always. Even with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife, you have misunderstandings, right? Of course, you misunderstand each other. It's not possible not to. But the difference is if you have a strong trust-based relationship, the misunderstandings are easily overcome because you trust that that person has the best interest for you. Okay? But if you are consistently making the wrong choices, then that trust that you're depositing every day becomes lower and lower and lower and dwindles down. So what am I saying? I'm saying that each situation that you encounter, whatever misunderstandings that you have, as a leader, always remember that that is your responsibility. Don't blame, don't point the finger at them. Even if they made the mistake, it is your fault. Always. Now, this is hard to grasp, but you must grasp it. Because, right? I forgot the word. Can somebody translate this for me? What does 억울하다 in English? What does that mean? 억울하다. 억울한 게 뭐죠? 영어로. Anybody know?
Not fair.
Oh, okay, not fair. I think that's a good word, okay? Okay, yeah. So in Atomy, in Korean, I say if you want to be a leader, you must be able to overcome 억울함, right? 억울한 거를 소화시킬 수 있어야지 리더가 된다. So in English, that means the things that you feel are unfair, you have to learn how to overcome and take that in, okay? So for example, let's say that you really were the best that you can and you helped your partner the best that you could, right? But you feel that they are so unfair towards you and they are telling everybody that you didn't try your best and you didn't help them when you did, right? It's not your job to go around telling everybody, but I did do my best. I did help them. I did do these things and try to make sides. But you say, you know, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to help you more. Let me try to help you more. Always being on their side to do those things. That's the wisest and best way to do it. Okay? So I'm going to leave on that note. So thank you very much. I hope that answered those questions.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.